Hello and welcome to the news at 9. I am Fatima Siddiqui for the news headlines. Poverty unacceptable under my leadership, Tinubu says. Keep learning, Kwara Commissioner for Finance charges key operators of Local Government Service Commission. Borno Government will partner with your institute, Prof Zulum assures ED NCAM Dr. Kamar. NSA appeals to Labour to resign strike. Reps promise development of rural areas. Federal government inaugurates committee to harness bioenergy potential. INEC to mobilise lawyers for 197 offenders trial. Federal government says Nigeria records 27,698 SGBV cases in 3 years. Zamfara suspends private schools license, declares emergency on education. Oshoala, Ajibade, others shortlisted for 2023 CAF Awards. Now, the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has said poverty is not a shameful thing, but it is unacceptable in Nigeria under his leadership. The president noted that in the face of global challenges, his administration is committed to steering Nigeria towards self-reliance and reducing dependency on others. The Kwara State Commissioner for Finance, Awal Nuru, has charged the key operators of the Local Government Service Commission to keep their heads high and continue to learn, as learning is a continuous process. Speaking at a 3-day workshop for DPMs, HOD works, accountants, budget officers, internal auditors, and some commission staff, organized by Kwara State Local Government Service Commission in partnership with Prime High-Tech Consultancy Nigeria Limited, the training aimed to enhance accountability and transparency in the local government financial administration. The commissioner stressed that the seminar will go a long way in adding value to what the present administration is doing in repositioning the service for optimal performance. While commending the chairman of the commission for bringing the staff together to learn, she noted that Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak is passionate about learning and welfareism of the staff. On his remarks, Chairman Local Government Service Commission, Alhaji Umar Duro, implored all the 16 local governments to organize in-house seminars for staffer and urged the workers to be diligent and ensure effectiveness in service delivery. Director of Personnel Management, Local Government Service Commission, Alhaji Duro Mustafa said, the Commission will equip and train all members of the staff with necessary tools needed to perform effectively to ensure timely takeoff and enhance the ease of doing business. Commissioner 1 Local Government Service Commission, Honorable Abdulgani Tohi, urged the participants to pay attention to the workshop so that its aims and objectives can be achieved. Also, Commissioner 2 of Local Government Service Commission, Ajia Mariam Abdawasi, urged the participants to be proactive and cultivate the habits of uprightness in their duties in order to succeed in the task of taking the commission to enviable heights. Borno State Governor, Professor Engineer Babangana Zulum, has gave assurance to Executive Director of the Nigerian Center for Agricultural Mechanization in Ilorin, Engineer Dr. Kamar, that his state will partner with the institute. The governor made this known during his walking visit to the Center of Excellence on Tuesday, emphasizing the need for mechanized farming to transform Nigeria's agriculture. While commending NCAM for their locally manufactured machines, Governor Zulum urged them to maintain their innovative pace, expressing gratitude for President Tinubu's efforts in rebranding the Ministry of Agriculture to the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. He acknowledged the positive impact on the country. He announced plans for his team to return to Kwara to learn from NCAM. The executive director of NCAM, Engineer Dr. Kamar, appreciated Governor Zulum's visit and appealed to the governor to promote NCAM to the other 35 governors in Nigeria. The National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, is concerned by the declaration of a nationwide strike by the leadership of the organized labor led by the NLC and TUC. In a statement, the Air Strategic Communication Office of the National Security Advisor, Zakari Mijinyawa, said NSA is particularly worried about the implications of the strike action on the livelihood of ordinary Nigerians and its potential impact on economic security and other strategic national interests. The federal government, through the office of the NSA, therefore appealed to the labor leadership to call off the current strike action and allow the dialogue process underway to be exhausted. The House of Representatives on Tuesday has assured Nigerians living in rural dwellings of infrastructural development across the country. The chairman, House Committee on Rural Development, Marcus Onobu, stated this at the inaugural meeting of the committee in Abuja. Nigeria has taken a bold step to key into the global bioenergy partnership initiatives with the inauguration of the steering and technical committees of the Nigeria Bioenergy Partnership. The Director General of the Energy Commission of Nigeria, Dr. Mustafa Abdullahi, noted that the country stands to benefit massively from its abundant bioenergy potentials, which have been underutilized for years. The Independent National Electoral Commission will this week issue letters to Nigerian Bar Association lawyers to commence the prosecution of offenders arrested during the last general elections in February and March. The commission announced that it would speedily prosecute the suspects, saying it had secured the partnership of the NBA to nominate lawyers who would prosecute the offenders on pro bono. The data manager, Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, Sunday Agbakaba, has stated that Nigeria recorded 27,698 cases of sexual and gender-based violence between 2020 and 2023. Breaking down the figures, he said the ministry recorded 1,145 fatal GBV cases, while 393 perpetrators were convicted within the period under review. The Zamfara state government has declared a state of emergency on education, attributing the development to years of deterioration in the education sector. The state also announced that it will suspend license for private educators within its jurisdiction. The last on the news is sports. 7 Super Falcons players have been listed for the 2023 Women's Player of the Year Awards by the Confederation of African Football, have stated that a distinguished panel made up of the technical experts, legends, and selected media representatives decided on the nominees, taking into consideration their performance at all levels from December 2022 to November 2023. We have come to the end of the news. Here's a recap of the story. Poverty unacceptable under my leadership, Tinubu says. Key planning, Kwara Commissioner for Finance charges key operators of Local Government Service Commission. Borno Government will partner with your institute. Professor Zulum assures ED NCAM, Dr. Kamar. NSA appeals to labor to rescind strike. Reps promise development of rural areas. Federal government inaugurates committee to harness bioenergy potential. INEC to mobilize lawyers for 197 offenders trial. Federal government says Nigeria records 27,698 SGBV cases in 3 years. Zamfara suspends private schools license, declare emergency on education. Oshoala, Ajibade, others shortlisted for 2023 CAF Awards. Thank you for watching Just Event Online News at 9. Remember, life has no limitations except the ones you make. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com, and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with a tap at Just Event Online. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I am Fatima Sirki. Good night.